Hello, it's day 5 of Vlogmas, and for me it's a work from home day. Let's take my glasses off so I don't get the reflection. It's a work from home day, so I just thought we'd have a bit of a chat. I'll show you what I was sewing last night after I finished editing, and I'll tell you things I've been thinking about. So let's start with a question. So in preparation for Vlogmas, I put out on Instagram and YouTube, ask me a question, so that when we're having a chat I've got some interesting questions that people have asked. And for today's question I'm going to do the one that the lovely Rianne of the Yorkshire Sew Girl asked me, which was, if I could be invisible for a day, who would I sort of follow around? So I thought about this a lot, because you'd want to follow someone where they might have an interesting day. You wouldn't want to be disappointed with them. Then, see, I think the way Tom Hardy thinks, I've watched a lot of interviews with him, the way he thinks about things is so interesting. I would like to follow him around on a day where he is preparing for something that he's in. If you haven't seen, like, he is in Legend, where he plays both Craze brothers. He played Charles Bronson. Although I haven't seen the most recent Venom film, watching his interview of the thought process and the way he actually has an earpiece and a mic in, so that while he's filming he can ask them to try things. So he's always pushing things, and he's really like a creative person, I think. So yeah, Matthew McConaughey again, because I think he is just so interesting. If you haven't read his biography, which is called Green Light, I think, really interesting man. Particularly his journey to move out of rom-coms into things that he found more challenging and creative. So yeah, there you go, there's my answer to that. It is a grey old day outside today. I'm recording this first part in my lunch break and it is grey. I have on a Christmas jumper. It is like a zebra print with a neon reindeer on. It is yonks old, as in, I don't know, 5, possibly even 8 years old. Bought it from Primark for £1 in January. Yes, it distresses me, but we have, as a family, not just myself, but other people have worn it, got copious wear out it. But look how much of the sleeve I have to turn up. This is why I make my own clothes, because sleeves are sometimes that much too long for me, and I am not. Some things I would take up, but this is like a knit, and yeah, so just turning up the cuffs. But I'll tell you a secret, because I'm working from home, I've got a presentable top on, but I've got pyjamas on. So there you go. And because it's chilly, I've also got a blanket over my lap. Glamour. But isn't that the point of Vlogmas? Sharing you what I really get up to. So this morning, before I started work, I was using this glaze again, because I've been making one of the gifts that will go out to whoever wins the prize for collecting the 5 words. If you're sat there thinking, what is Sam talking about? On day 1, I introduced that through Vlogmas, I am hiding 5 words. I will say them on not any day. There'll be 1 word and you collect all 5, and then you can email me and be in with winning a prize, which will be things that I've created over Vlogmas. So little sneak peek, I've been using the shiny thing and the gloss. That's all I'm going to show you, but that's one of the things that will be in the prizes, and that's coming up as a tutorial soon. The tutorial that was up yesterday, there'll be one of those in the prizes. And if you're thinking, have there been any words yet? This is the kind of person I am. It was not on day 1, and today is day 5, but I will tell you there has been a word. So it's either on day 2, 3 or 4. I'm not going to tell you which day though, I know, but go and see if you can find it, because 1 word has already been revealed, and I'm really enjoying putting together the little gifts that are going to get sent out. So tomorrow is going to be tree putting up, decorating day. So I'm going to end today with our kindness challenge, which I've chosen, and some lovely sort of festive thoughts. But before I do that, let me show you what I got up to last night when I'd finished editing yesterday's vlog, and I just had a bit of time before I went to bed. So I finally put the cuffs on this Bertha cardigan that I made a while ago. I bought this fabric in a sale from Little Legs. I can't remember when, but watch out, they have good sales. These were all like £5 a metre. I hadn't finished it before because I was umming and ahhing about whether I wanted to do the cuff in the same fabric or in black, and I decided in black because sometimes like the white can get grubby. Look, I'm one of those people who just plows through life, and yeah, I get things grubby. So I did the black cuffing, ribbed cuffing. So I finished that now. So I put it on. I'll put it on later, and then I'll show you when I do outfit day. What day am I doing outfits? The 7th, you're going to get outfits, so I'll show you then. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm excited to wear that. And then there was in one of my previous day in the lives, I was stitching all this on. This is the Billy jumper, and I was telling you about, but I've stopped, and this is why I can't necessarily do start to finish of one thing at once, because I'm now deciding what I want to do with the bottom, because I could just hem it, but actually I'm like, do I want it a bit cropped? Do I want a waistband on? So I'm just like thinking, and I need time to think, because sometimes I need time to wear something and put it on with the things I wear it with before I make those decisions, because I don't always do what the pattern says. And like the same with the top, the Billy jumper actually has a flare at the bottom and a balloon at the top and the bottom, and I went about and googled how to hack the sleeve head into the non-poofy, my brain again, but then bell at the bottom. So I needed to think about that, and now I want to think about that. And because you've got this big sleeve, just need to think how it all balances out. So I'm just deciding, and I will try it on with things. And then I whipped up the main part of 2 pairs of Walk Boldly pants. So I've done the ones from the fabric from Barry's. This fabric is unbelievably soft. It is so comfortable to wear. So I widened the waistband a bit. The Walk Boldly waistband is actually really quite thin, and I just widened it by a couple of centimetres because it's one of those where you do that. Oh, I can't wait to wear these. So again, I just need to tidy up the edges, and I think I'm just gonna do one turn up for them, because it's not, I might overlook it. It's like a ponte, so it won't fray a huge amount. And then I did the same with this ponte, which definitely won't fray. And this is a purple ponte, and I made these in the Walk Bold as well. That's the back with the darts. So again, I've just got to tidy up the bottoms. So I do these two like at the same time on my sewing machine and my overlocker, because it's the same process and that works for me. And then I'll just tidy up the bottoms of both. I can't wait to wear these. I really love this fabric. Bought this from First of Fabrics last year, probably about this time last year or January in the sale. It's really like, it's got like a nice robustness to the fabric. Oh, just looking there. Not happy with that little bit. You know when you like spot your work? I'm going to have to go over that bit again. Do you want to see what I've just spotted? Look, little tiny hole. It's from the when I snipped for the darts. Must have been a bit snip happy there. So I'll be going over that again. But also I need time to do that as well, like quality control check. So yeah, that's what I did last night after dinner and after I'd edited the vlog. I have quite a bit of this left, so I've probably got enough to make some Tilly and the Button Stella joggers or jumper. So I've got like a whole cord. Sarah of So Style, she got the 3 meters as well, and she made 3 items. Made up, I think. It's quite exciting, isn't it, when you've got a nice fabric and you can make more than one thing. So I will have a little bite to eat now. Lunch is at home not hugely exciting. Let me know if you're interested in what I eat for my working from home days. And then last night I fell asleep thinking about wanting to make myself another Christmas jumper, and then fell down a hole of looking at iron-on like patches. I found some nice bauble ones. Do you know what? While we're here, should we open day 5? So yes, if you've got any ideas for fun Christmas jumpers, let me know, because I've kind of got it in my head I want to make one. Day 5. Let's find day 5. Because I've got the Southern Social on Sunday, so I need to decide what I'm going to sew there. Is that day? Well, it was right at the bottom. Day 5. Don't know. It was very flat. It was labels last time, wasn't it? I get confused. Was it labels? I wouldn't complain if it was like needles. It is needles! Hand sewing needles. That's great because, there you go, because I use them and then I poke them in pin cushions, and I think they disappear inside the pin cushions. So you can never have enough hand sewing needles. They're very nice ones. I did think that when I was feeding it, but I couldn't feel any ridges. But yeah, needles, perfect. Enjoying Becky's advent calendar. Tomorrow is a Teresa day, so I'm very excited for that. So can't wait to open those. I'm now, as I say, going to go and have some lunch, and then I'll come back when I finish my working day and we'll do the kindness challenge. Okay, so sorry, you can't see what I'm laughing at. This is third attempt to record this because the camera's like drifting down, the tripod's going. Not having fun with it today. Right, so this is the end of my day. I've finished work. I've done a few bits and pieces, done washing, all that lovely fun things. And I'm coming back on just to talk to you before I sign off for today. After I finish talking, I'll put a clip in of what we're having for dinner. I don't know if you're interested, a bit like I said at the beginning, are you interested in what I'm having for lunch when I'm at home or out? Let me know. And also, let me know what you think about length of the pink jumper. So as tomorrow is tree putting up day, I thought I would skip ahead in Let It Slow to a day that's nearly here. I like to break the rules, you know I do. 6th of December, which is only one day out. We bought the Christmas tree today. We decorated it and put it in the window and switched on the lights. A magic moment. It was like Christmas had arrived and the world felt okay again. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think people have put their things up earlier this year. I know we say it every year, but I certainly feel for the beginning of December, people are just enjoying the lovely glow of everything, I think. And then obviously there's some things here, and I love this quote at the end. It says, "Never worry about the size of your Christmas tree. In the eyes of children, they are all 30 feet tall." And that's someone called Larry Wilde who said that. And here it says as well, what stars are you following? What do you really want out of life? And I thought that was quite nice. So I just thought I'd leave that for the thought as I go into tomorrow, where I'm going to tell you about our Christmas tree, our tree traditions, share putting it up with you. So let's end today with Kindness Day, because it is on an odd number, so it's Kindness Day. So I thought today would be a good opportunity to spread some kindness that costs nothing apart from a little bit of your time. And I'm going to do this, and every day I say this, I am doing it. I shared on Instagram yesterday that I'd bought the toys for the social care. I will put a clip in at the end, hopefully, as well, of me donating to our local supermarkets, hospital toy drive as well. Thank you to everyone who is telling me where they've donated and everything, to give other people inspiration. And some people donate all year long. Please don't feel that any of this is a judgment on any of you not doing lovely things, because you are all lovely people and do really lovely, kind, thoughtful things, and far surpass me. But I'm just doing this like pause and think thing, so please don't feel that I'm passing judgment. They're just suggestions. So today's is to write a positive review. There are several ways you can do this. You could Google a place you've been and leave a review. You could go to places like TripAdvisor. There's something called FIFO, I think it's called. Or you could write it in a Facebook group, like a sewing Facebook group, and say, I had a brilliant experience with. You could put it on, message them on Instagram. But reviews mean so much to small businesses. I'm going to go after I've recorded this while I wait for dinner to finish, and I'm going to make sure that for each of those small businesses I visited in Kent, through my threading my way through Kent, that I've left a review on Google for them. Google reviews mean a lot to small businesses. I know, because I've worked somewhere where we were really excited every time we got one. I've even had thanks from businesses when I've written them a Google review. Doesn't cost you anything. You can leave them anonymously, but that's my kindness challenge for today. Find a business and that you've used and leave them a review, because a lot of the times we know that the reviews we see are because someone's had a bad experience. Let's turn that around today. So that's today's kindness challenge. On that note, I'll leave you with some clips of what I've been eating, and I will see you tomorrow for day 6, which is Tree Day and Teresa Day for the next Swapmas. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon.